The relationship between master and pupil is a complex one, but also a very meaningful one. It's rare to find a situation whereby the MC fights together with their master, as the master is usually far above the characters in most cases, or dead. However, seeing the student finally grow to become strong enough to support the master in combat is always an epic moment.
6人のオーガか。おいお前ら、事情は知らんが、うちの奴らが失礼したな。話し合いに応じる気はあるか?
Ogres generally have a lifespan of around 100 years. However, this fighting instructor has miraculously lived over 300 years. He has trained many famous individuals and is also the fighting instructor of the chief in command. When they first encountered the reincarnated slime, they had to combine forces to be able to even stand a chance. However, even that was nothing in comparison to the true might of Rimuru.
なんというオーラ。
よく見ておけ。
Eventually, they joined his army, and the elder ogre ends up teaching swordsmanship even to the mighty Rimuru himself. Set in a dystopian future, the story follows a group of highly skilled criminals that take on various jobs for large pay, and as a result, they are often pursued by the government's executioners. This master-student executioner duo are incredibly strong, and they were sufficient to take on this criminal gang. The Execution Division Master is the strongest martial artist in the series. His physical capabilities and reflexes are well beyond the average human. The pupil may still be in training, but is very strong herself, and together they were easily strong enough to take on multiple skilled criminals simultaneously.
5体消された。あと84体。
The Chimera Ant arc is the best arc of the entire animated Hunter x Hunter series for delivering numerous fabulous fights and an amazing character development, including the Ant King. Morel and Knuckle have the unfortunate task of dealing with one of the 3 royal guards of the Chimera Ant King, and teamwork was crucial to survive against a far superior being. Even in the midst of a life-threatening fight, this teacher looks out for his student. He created clones to generate enough time to bring back the angered Knuckle to sanity and save him from getting himself killed. However, the most impressive character here is Yuppie, for the amount of character development he underwent in just a few minutes, especially the self-control of conquering his own emotions mid-battle.
いつでも来い。その時は対等だと思ってやる。今はやるまでもねえ。それだけのことだ。瞬行。
This master-pupil duo had a complex relationship, with the student almost worshipping the former commander of the stealth force, but at one point was furious towards her master for leaving Soul Society without any warnings.
しばらく会わないうちに強くなったの。
They reconciled towards the end of Soul Society arc, and now form one of the best tag teams in battle. Having a similar fighting style and technique is greatly advantageous, allowing them to fight in perfect synchrony, making them a powerful team against any foe. Master-pupil relationships are fundamental in a martial arts-based anime like Dragon Balls. Each one of the characters have undergone long periods of training under various masters. Gohan and Piccolo are the strangest of them all, as Piccolo was the main villain in the original series and now has ended up as a mentor and father figure to the son of his rival. This duo fought together numerous times, but the most memorable was their first fight together against Nappa. Gohan at the time was still developing his courage despite his extraordinary strength, and the consequence of that was his mentor's life. It was a short fight together, but that sacrifice caused many tears that day. Edward and Alphonse had a horrible accident of losing limbs and even an entire body in an alchemy experiment attempting to bring back their dead mother. Their master had gone through a similar alchemy accident, which makes it a lot easier for her to relate to their horrible experience. She is an extremely skilled alchemist and martial artist, who not only taught the brothers, but came to treat them as an extension of her own family. In the final battle against Father, we see all the characters come together to fight against this mighty being. And it was especially great to see the Elric brothers and their master fight side by side. Yuji had several teachers in the short time frame of the series already, but his biggest growth was thanks to Todo, who has a very similar fighting style to the protagonist. They may have only spent a few minutes together, but it allowed the protagonist to grow dramatically, and even acquire a technique to deal significant damage against a special grade curse. Their combination was so perfect that they even clapped a special grade curse to its limits. The perfect synchrony between these brothers throughout the entire fight allowed the Boogie Woogie to be brought to its full potential. The protagonist of this anime has the strongest character in the show as his mentor, and that's because he is the successor of All Might's quirk. All Might has one of the strongest quirks in the series, which only gets stronger with every generation. To be able to handle such a powerful quirk, the new user must train a significant amount to be able to handle even 5% of the full power without harming oneself. However, thanks to the special gear the MC wears, he was able to maximize the output of his power and support his mentor by fighting side by side against this powerful enemy. Guy and Lee are at the peak of mentor-pupil synchrony, to the extent they even wear the same attire. Guy has passed on all his martial arts skills to Lee, making their fighting styles almost identical. But it's not just the martial arts that was passed down. The spirit of hard work and never giving up has also been inherited by Lee. This was one of the very rare fights where we see the duo team up against the Nine Tails, and it was a delight to see. Two unlocked gates fight side by side. Their techniques, skills, and attitude were a perfect match, and even a tailed beast had no chance against this perfect chemistry. Surpass your limits is the motto for this duo. They're constantly surpassing their limits to unlock new skills and abilities, often in the midst of a difficult battle. The captain of the Black Bulls is one of the strongest characters in the series, and to have him pushed to the limit is a difficult task. But that's exactly what we see here against the leader of the Dark Triad. This is the first time we see Asta fighting alongside the captain, but he had to borrow much more of his devil power to even keep up with the captain. Even the combined might of the duo was only enough to maintain a stalemate, until Yami passed his katana across, a symbolic moment of acknowledging and entrusting Asta with the finishing move. If you enjoyed that, a like would be a huge help in taking this channel to the next level. And remember to subscribe for many more top 10s to come.